Hey guys, Jonah here for another unboxing video has come around. And this is the box that I think it was Yodel said were with your neighbour. I live at number 6, not going to tell you the full address. And this was at number 34. So, that's not really my neighbour, is it? So, a big black mark on Yodel, because that's ridiculous. Anyway, at least I found it. And there's lots of thieves around here where I live, so I'm very surprised that someone didn't just smash it and yeah, nick all my beers. Anyway, 'tis here. We'll open that in a second. The other thing I've been up to is I've been reading this book, Modern British Cider, by a guy called Gabe Cook, who I actually met. And he signed it for me there. To John, a happy birthday. I hope you celebrate with copious quantities of cider. That is Shamon, or as he's written, wassail, which, as we all know, you say when you're drinking copious amounts of cider. Anyway, thanks, Gabe. If you're watching this, probably you won't be because this is a beer video, but hey, cider is cool as well. And it's sunny, so when the sun's out, not only the guns are out, but the cider's out too. Oh, epic. So, as usual, we have the Beer52 box, and I have my trusty Ronson penknife, which I believe cost £5 in the UK. Whoops, get it under there. And yeah, why spend thousands on a Civivi knife when you can get a cheap one which does everything that the expensive ones do as well? Ridiculous. Right, what have we got here? We have earn bonus points to be a Beer52 ambassador. And basically it means, yeah, I have to get you, dear viewer, to purchase a subscription to Beer52. I'm not going to ask you to do that, but if you would like to do that, if you're thinking about doing a beer subscription, let me know. I can get you a deal, and it helps me out because I get ambassador points, whatever that means. All right, let's check out the propaganda first. And this is, yes, Southeast, which is basically where I'm from. And I live very close to a castle such as this, and a coastline very much like that as well. But the southeast is massive, and yeah, lucky for me, I live actually by the sea. Okay, so what have we got? We have 50% off if you want to try a subscription to the Craft Gin box without Philip Schofield. I've noticed they've dropped him like a stone, but fair dues. If you want to do that, either it's not going to focus on it. Come on, focus on the code, you damn you. There we go. On that code over there, or if you like mobile phone things, scan the QR box. The other thing you could do would be to get Tails subscription, which I believe is a dog thing. If you want to have a delivery of dog food to your house, use that code down there, down at the bottom. Like any of these things, go back, have a look, pause the video if you like, not a problem at all for me. Oh, there is another one in here, sorry. This is packed coffee. Claim 50% off your first 2 orders. Well, it would do if it focuses on the blooming thing. There we go. There's a QR code thing, and there is actually a code there. So if you want to use any of those, be my guest, feel free. And yeah, I don't think I get anything extra for those, so use away. I'm very disappointed, dear viewer, because they definitely have got rid of the tasting notes. They are all online, which is absolutely crazy if you ask me. So there you go. That is the southeast. It is a massive area, which includes London. Down here, Gadd's Brewery. See that sign? Looks like it's kind of ram or a sheep. Because it's Ramsgate, I believe that's why it looks like a ram. That is my local brewery. So that is where I live, right on the coast. But yeah, we've got all the way over to sort of Southampton, and we're all the way up to Oxford, including London. It basically, the southeast of this country, this wonderful country of ours, is massive. And I believe it's where the majority of people live, and it's really expensive as well. We've got some nice articles. I'm going to have a flick through. Look, there is an article on Gadd's Brewery with the man himself, Eddie Gadd, who's down there. And I believe back in the day, he worked for, what was that other big brewery? I can't remember, but Dog Bolter is the key, as always. I remember I used to drink that back in the 90s. It was crazy stuff. Anyway, let us put this down and let's get some beers out for you to have a look at. We've also got some snacks. Lentil, chili, Thai sweet chili snacks. Lovely jubbly. We've also got some pretzels, which is cool. American style pretzels. Fantastic. Okay, let's jog on with the beers. First of all, we have one from Full Pure called Night Bus. They're from London, over in Bermondsey. I think I might have tried this one already. It's a stout at 5%. Dark beers can be over that way. This time, what's this one? Sort of looks like someone in a bath, doesn't it? That's really weird. Cold pressed coffee stout, I think that is, from Unbarred. Exclusive for Beer52. So that can go on the stout side. We have got the Low Mile Lager there. That's 7.95, and that is 4.2%. Interesting. And where are they? So I'm trying to work out where these people are. It's difficult because the addresses are very small, and my eyes are terrible these days. No idea, but I will find out before I do the review, dear viewer. Or as usual, I will wing it. We have the Big Smoke Inner Flight. This is a hazy pale. Now, these guys, the Big Smoke, they actually brewing out of Esher at a factory that I used to do some training at. But they also used to brew out of the back of a pub that I used to go to back in the day. Used to be a, can't get this out. It used to be a builder's pub called the Antelope, and that is over in Surbiton. But yes, I've got much respect for those guys. Then we've got the Mad Squirrel Dusk Porter. Go on the dark side. The dark side. I think they're in Berkshire or somewhere. Mad Squirrel. Aha! I knew I'd get one from Gadd's. This is the Oyster Stout. I think that's 6.2% Oyster Stout. This stuff is fantastic. I've only ever had it in cask before. Not often I say that, but it'd be interesting to try it out of the can, see if it tastes anything similar. I can get it in my local pub sometimes, which is always good. Right, we've got another lager, Renegade Lager, 4.1, and this is from Renegade Brewery, and there's some mad sort of robot-looking gunslinger, so that would be kind of cool to have. As you well know, dear viewer, I'm not one for lagers myself, but I'll drink most things. Right, a couple more to go. Right, this is another one of my old muckers, Sandbrook's Brewery. It's an IPA, a proper India Pale Ale. This one's 5.5. Sandbrooks are Battersea, I think, or somewhere along that way. South London. Aha, Ad Astra. Ad Astra Brewery. East Kent Goldings Pale Ale at 4%, which is cool. And they've called it a Pale Ale, not an IPA, which is fantastic because there's no such thing as a session IPA. Have to work out where these guys are. What does that say? Does that say? I can't read it. Zoom in on there. Brewed and canned at Southeast Brewing, CT10. Now, the brewing place at CT10 is literally just down the road from here. I know exactly where that is. I actually went for a job. Well, I didn't actually fulfill my my application in time, but I was going to go for a job there and be a session brewer. Okay, and for a pure, based in Bermondsey again, London Haze, fruity hazy pale, and look at that, 5.3 for a pale ale, not an IPA. There we go, lovely viewer. That is going to be the beers from the Southeast box, and I will do reviews on all of them. Month after that is from Chile, which is going to be interesting. Don't know too much about South American beers, but we will see what we get next time. Until then, dear viewer, please think about subscribing. You will see my reviews of all these beers. And until then, remember to drink lots of beer because believe me, it does make you smarter.